Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday morning. It's just after 7 o'clock in the morning here, and I'm already covered in sweat, but that's just life in Haiti right now. It's getting really hot lately. Here's another quick little update this morning. This is gonna be one of our last ones for a while because in a few days, our family's gonna take off and head to the States, and we'll be there for a few weeks, and then I'll be back a few weeks after that. So we might try to shoot a few updates while we're in the States and keep the videos coming for you at least. And I know we're working on it hard down here, keeping pictures and everything coming about what's going on, because even though we're gone, the work never stops. So I wanted to show you this. I was walking to work this morning, and you can see right over here where the chicken tractors are coming, we had our cows right here for a week, and we kind of gave them that small little spot. I was talking about that on last week's video, and they really mowed that down nicely for us, which makes it a lot easier for us to bring the chickens by. So now if you look over here, yesterday we moved them. They've got a bunch taller grass, and they're gonna spend the next week right there while the chickens keep coming forward. So that's really how we're trying to embrace pasture management right now, is using the cows to prepare the land for the chickens. Behind me over here is the corn. It still just is growing like crazy. It's been fun because it's all tasseled out now. All the cobs have popped out on the stalks. So it's just cool to keep watching it grow. We'll be harvesting that in August. So the cool part is we've already got a plan for after we harvest it. Magnus, one of my friends down here, which you can meet him in other videos, he has been working with one of the local universities about with soybeans. And so a university that's not very far from here, only a couple miles, is going to bring out a class, and all the spots right here where we have corn, they are going to be putting soybeans. And so it's going to be a big, part of their class this fall, to prepare the land, to plant the land, to watch it grow, monitor it, and then eventually cultivate it. Or eventually harvest it. So that's really cool that he is so excited about the potential of soybeans in northern Haiti here, that they're willing to bring in a university for us. Good morning, chickens. Right now we have 3 groups of chickens on the farm, which is ideal. When we have 3 groups, it means we have baby chicks, it means we have some growing, and it usually means we have some that are mature and ready for harvesting. So we're gonna go visit all 3. These are the guys that we moved out to the field last week. They're twice as big as they were last week. It's just incredible how quick these guys are growing out here. They're healthy, they're looking good, they're eating. We've got Tizo out here. Good morning, Tizo. He's filling up their water buckets, and then he'll move the chicken tractors and give them all some water, or give them all some food. These guys came in on Saturday, and today's Tuesday, so that makes them about 5 days old, because they're probably about a day old by the time we get them. They're doing really good. They're doing better than our last batch. We're having really nice low mortality. We've got Sony in here this morning, checking on their feed, checking on their water, getting them some grit as well. One of the things we forgot to do is put rounded corners. So this morning we're gonna get some plywood and chop off those corners, because what kind of happens, and you can kind of see it over there, is they all get bound up in a corner, and then they end up trampling each other, sometimes to death. And so it's important to have rounded corners in brooder houses, especially when you have a lot of chickens like this. So we'll get that fixed today. James has been doing an awesome job here in the feed mill, keeping us stocked with all of our feed. Last week I showed you guys some of the moringa. So here it is. It's all nice and dry now, and so we can take that in. We'll just throw it through the hammer mill and mix it in with some of the corn as it goes through there. So that's just so cool. Everything's looking pretty good in here. This is what I wanted to show you over here. This is limestone. So it's called La Chaux in Creole, but this is harvested right out of a mountain here. And we get this. It's a little bit wet right now, which is why it's down here on the ground. We're trying to let it dry out a bit. And then it all gets mixed in with our feed. So it's just really cool. Whatever local ingredients we can source is important. And it's just one more ingredient that we can get. So we're at a soybean meal this morning, but we've got it, it's in town, so we'll go and get it picked up. We've got 10,000 pounds ordered, which should keep us for a couple months. So. Morning, James. Some people were asking how we actually get the corn out of this grain bin. So right over here is our unloading auger. We got a garbage can here, and then under the garbage can we've got a scale. And so we can, it's not the most efficient possible thing, but it works great. So there it comes, pouring out. So you can watch it on the scale. 130. You fit about 190 pounds in the 5-gallon bucket there. Sometimes I don't like to fill it up that much because it gets really heavy. So for the past 3 weeks, there's been so much riding and roadblocks and problems in Port-au-Prince that the fuel delivery vehicles have not been able to make it to around the country, and especially the Cap-Haitian. So we're always trying to be prepared for this. We've got a little fuel storage room here, and we have some gas on hand. This is Watson here pumping. He's got a delivery today. It's our furthest delivery, and we'll take a couple gallons of gasoline. Right now, gas is selling in the market for around, probably the cheapest you're gonna find is about $12 to $13 a gallon. Some places are quite a bit higher than that even. And then there's always the risk that the fuel that you're buying has been contaminated with water or something else, so that they can, get more out of it, especially when it's so valuable and there's such a limited supply. So, like I said, we're going about 3 weeks. Our reserves are running super low. So if we're not able to get gas probably the next week, we'll have to start canceling deliveries and, have periods of time without power. We use gas at our house for our generator a little bit every night, and then we use it for delivering chicken. So we can go quite a ways without it, but it is super important. Thankfully, our main generator for the butcher shop and everything runs off diesel, and we have a few months supply of diesel on hand right now. So please keep Haiti in your prayers. We really need some stabilization, especially for the community down in Port-au-Prince. It's been a long while now of a lot of unrest. So. The chickens just got here in the truck. Now we're gonna wash out the truck a little bit. These are some good looking birds right here. So we'll just put them in here and then we'll grab them out of here to take them to the butcher shop. We're all ready to go. I'm out here at the community center right now. Kato is right over there. He is planting flowers all the way around our perimeter fence. And Paput is in the Bobcat. He is working on digging out he's working on digging out the foundation where we'll put in the first building. So it's just gonna be kind of a lean-to shop kind of a deal, but it's gonna have a couple different rooms for storage for all the soccer equipment and everything. So we're pretty excited about that. We've already got a pile of dirt going on there, and we're gonna haul that away for some raised beds for the IF Foundation. They're working on some seed trials, so they needed some good topsoil. So since we had some extra here, we'll go ahead and give that to them. All right, guys, that's gonna conclude another little update here from Chihuahua, Haiti. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope that you're remembering to like and subscribe all these videos. Comment below if there's any content that really interested you or something you want me to include more in some of the next videos. Like I said, we're gonna be traveling a little bit for the next month, so you might see us stateside. We'll definitely try to keep some videos coming out here. But yeah, thank you guys for all your support. Have a great week.